Question. Did the crash affect anything? Are we still bullish? Yes or no? We will answer that question in a while. Hello Adrian and welcome once again to the Dang Oracle. It's 7:30 p.m. UTC plus 8 from wherever you are. I hope you are joining me once again today. It was a very annoying stream yesterday because BitMEX charts BitMEX went down, so the chart didn't update, and so yeah, there was very little for me to be doing, right? Hi Nikolai, hi Mongkol, hi Vahe, and hi Adam. Wow. Hello, hello. Hello once again. Welcome all. I see that the hardcore gang is almost fully complete once again here for tonight. And yes, we brought out the big guns. It's Starbucks for tonight. We brought out the big guns. Hi Lex, hi Justas. Yeah, I guess everybody is here. Oh no, there's somebody who is not here. Henry is not here yet. He's always late, you know. He always wants to, make an entrance. Hi Harris. Hi Tina. Okay, let's go and check out some COVID numbers. Oh, it's a nice weather in London. Hi Cedric. So the United States is over 1.5 million, Russia almost over 300k, Brazil as well, Spain, Italy, France are over the 200k. So let's take a look how it looks on the chart. Let's make a refresh. Are we over the 5 million almost or not? That is the question. We are at 4.9 million. 4.9 million over the whole world. Doesn't seem like it's it's slowing down, but it's not sloping just yet. USA is starting to slow down. Russia still going up. Brazil is slowing down apparently. UK still going up. Italy and Spain are actually slowing down as well. So yeah, things are looking still looking not very good, to be honest, right? Hi Gil. Oh, it's a morning from Florida. So that's the cool thing about doing this live stream, right? There are people like all around the world just joining in and just hanging out wherever you guys are at the moment. That's pretty cool. Hi Gita, welcome once again. Wow, it's quite a lot of people today. I guess everybody is very excited about what happened yesterday. So let's immediately hit go there, because everybody is wanting to know what I think or what my perspective is on Bitcoin right now, right? So let's go into it. And right now we are actually still where we kind of left off yesterday, right? So around that 9.7k ish area or something like that, something around there. So what did I tell yesterday? Yesterday I said I'm actually quite bullish on Bitcoin on the short term, because like I said, all the indicators were showing that we were trending up higher, and kind of what happened, right? So we left off here, where we got rejected once again from this green box here, and then it dropped down after that major crash of the exchange down. But like I said, I thought that was a good opportunity to be buying once again, to be re-entering my long, and that's how I ended the show yesterday. I think I was just basically waiting for it to come back so I can re-enter my long, and that's what happened. I'm back into my long. I am still bullish, and nothing has actually changed from yesterday. I still expect us to go at least to this green box here around the 10k, but actually, to be honest, I think we are going to go higher and most likely be spiking up towards this 10.3 10.4k like I told you guys yesterday. So let's take a look where we are at on the 4-hour chart right now, because I mean, I have to explain a little bit why I am bullish, right? Because, or else you would be thinking like, hey, he's just guessing here. No, there's actually some technical analysis that I'm doing also as well. So let's take a look. So this, if we put it on the line chart, we can see it a little bit better. So what did we do? We formed some sort of like, oh sorry, we formed some sort of like a falling wedge yesterday. So if we make some trend lines, we can see something like this here, something like this, right? Let's make it a little bit more proper, something like this. Yeah, something like that. So a falling wedge is what I was seeing, yeah, usually a falling wedge breaks on the upside, right? So that's the reason why I was quite bullish. If we make a measured move from this falling wedge, something like this, and on the breakout, let's take a look at the breakout here. And if we make a measured move, we can clearly see that we are getting hi Zendor, we are this is the measured move towards once again that green box on the top side. So that's the reason why I'm still expecting for us to be after this breakout of this wedge, even though we are trending sideways a little bit, I still expect us to be spiking up pretty soon, pretty soon. Let's put it like that. That's what I'm expecting, even though we might go down a little bit first and hit the liquidity zone and some support, but I do expect us to, like I said, expect us to go all the way up there to that green box. And then overall, what are we forming, right? But because that's on the smaller time frame, but you're thinking like, but how do I get the fact that we might be going to like the 10.4K or the that zone? Well, we are actually forming some sort of like a triangle that we're forming. So let's make a triangle form here. So if we take a look at the longer time frame, we can see something like this. Okay, so this is like a rising pattern. So prices is going up, but like I said, I told you guys yesterday, we have to be careful because any higher price, any higher high will also create a major bearish divergence, right? So that's what I told you guys, but I still think that that we'll be hitting that, and if we make like an ABCD pattern, which is something that I expect this to be happening. So let's take a look. A, B, C. So I'm expecting something like this to a D, and then to E, and then most likely we'll be spiking up. And if we make a measured move of this wedge pattern that we are making, something like this after a breakout, ta-da! 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 We will be getting around that 10.4K area. So that is basically what I am expecting, but that is just my personal opinion, and personal opinion doesn't really matter. So what are we doing in a trader's perspective? Because price can obviously go down or go up. We can't be very sure. So the master plan is the following. The following is I keep holding my long, except if we, of course, start closing candles below the wedge, right? So we have this support line here. So if price would be closing, let's say, back to our green box, I would definitely close my long position there. That's basically my stop loss there. If we are breaking down below this green line or the EMA 55, I'm most likely going to be entering a short. So and then aiming back to my green box on the bottom of the chart as well. Hi, Mariciel. There is no joining, there's no group, there's no nothing, there's just this. So this is all you get. Basically what my opinion is, and you can follow whatever I'm saying, and you can ask questions to the people that are watching the stream as well. But yeah, I've had a couple of private messages from people who are asking me how to join, can I become a student, can I blah blah blah, can I this. No, there's nothing, sorry, there's nothing like that. There's no following, there's no student, there's no learning, there's no program, there's no nothing. You only get this. That's basically what you're getting, and if you like it, cool. If you don't like it, also very cool. But yeah, that's all what you're getting. So getting back to my points. I'm still in a long. I'm a long. I'm long at around 9.5k back to my green box here, where we were at. I'm still holding on to it. Most likely, like I said, I'm expecting us to be going up towards this green box here. That's basically what I am expecting. Hi, Paulo. Yes, yes, Nikolai. This is actually the classroom. This is the classroom. So I'm expecting us to be going back to our green box to the upside. But of course, the price can also break down from this wedge here, right? So if we are starting to close some candles below this towards this green box here, I'll just be closing my long position, most likely with a small amount of profit or something like that, right? What is the price here of this green box? Around 9,550, something like that. So and I will be entering a short if we break down and close some candles below this green line or the EMA 55, which is currently at 9,474. But my main target, like I said, is still towards this top here. And that sounds really, really crazy. But if we don't get there, even if we don't get there, but if we get there, I'll definitely enter a short from that position. So this will be my shorting position, right? So for people who are confused, like I said, this is not, we cannot predict what the price is going to be. There are probabilities, of course, so we can sort of know where the price is probably going to go. But the more important thing is to understand where we are putting out positions, or where we are managing our risk or our tradings, right? So if price, for example, if price, like I said, I'm giving you basically my trading moves. If price breaks or goes up, then I'll be doing this. If price breaks down, I'll be doing this. And no matter what happens, that's the whole purpose of being a trader. If it goes up or down, we are still hopefully going to still make some money. So I hope everybody is clear on what the plan is. The plan is that the price is most likely to be going up to this green box here. That's my projection, because of course, not only the pattern that I've just told you guys, that we had a falling wedge, also our RSI is made a very nice move. Like I said, what we want in the RSI to be making is some sort of falling pattern like this, and then usually it breaks out, right? So that's basically what is this doing as well on the RSI, and the pattern on the RSI is usually more easier to spot than on the price. So usually the price goes up. Okay, so what am I expecting is 10K most likely very soon. I mean, if it, to be honest, for the bulls, so to answer the question of AK Henderson, when can we see 10K? We'll most likely have to be seeing this this week. If we don't see it this week, I think we will have a correction, because we cannot be hanging around a certain level for too long. At one point, they will give up, and the bulls are going to give up, and they're just going to wait and say, okay, well, let's try again on a later period or something like that. So either it happens this week, or it's gonna take a while before it happens. Let's put it like that. But yeah, I still expect us to be hitting that green box or near the 10K, most likely tonight, right? Most likely tonight. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. But I want to be very clear on how we can manage our risk as a trader, right? So if price goes up, obviously, if price goes up, yes, Paulo, and indeed, we saw 10K just a week ago, but people want to see 10K again. So what we want to see is this green box, of course, but like I said, if we break below this green line, I'm really expecting us to be breaking down towards this green box on the bottom as well. So be prepared either way, right? So you don't be stuck in your position. But what I really am expecting is something like this. We go here, we form some sort of a support here, back here into the wedge, and then we most likely going to spike here, and then crazy things will happen. I feel that's what, that's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, that's a little bit not for now, I guess, but yeah, pretty soon as well. But yeah, that's basically what I'm expecting for the next couple of days. Okay. Hi Abdullah, I'm not going to give you any advice on trading platforms or anything like that, because that can be considered as shilling or as promoting something. The only thing I would recommend to you is find a place where there is a lot of liquidity, a lot of users, and a lot of reviews of people that are happy with the product. And if they are happy with their product, usually that means good things for that as well. Hi Lewis, are you buying? You're buying Bitcoin tomorrow. Good for you, man. But I hope that you will be holding it for a long time, or else you might be very, very sad to see that if Bitcoin gets rejected at the 10.5k line, you might be crying if that's the case. I'm not saying that it's not it can't happen. So for the end, to be very, very, very clear, I expect us to be rejecting from this zone. But if we don't get rejected and we close any high time frame candle above this let's say 10.5k, then I'm actually expecting price to go up towards 11.5k on a very, very quick basis, because once that resistance is gone, then we are most likely going towards that 11.5k or something like that. How can we get to the 11.5k? Well, we can see it on the weekly chart, and as you can see, weekly is still very, very bullish. As you can see, RSI is breaking up out of the wedge. The Stokes are curling up and very, 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 very high. And yeah, everything is looking very, very bullish, to be honest, right? So where do we get the 11.5k? Well, if we put a horizontal right here, boom, there. That's the horizontal, and as you can see here, we got rejected here at the 10.5k. We got rejected here once again at the 10.5k, and it was actually here. You can see here that the price started to become very, very bearish as well. So as you can see, I do expect us to get up there once again, but if we get rejected there, it's going to be very, very painful. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to be very, very painful. But yeah, let's see what happens, right? The market is going to be controlling. The market is going to show us the way. But like I said, if we do break this 10.5k, yeah, the sky is the limit, and the next up is around here, right? We can see here our previous resistance is here, which is at 11.5k. So if we close any candles above 10.5k, then I see price moving very, very, very quickly towards 11.5k. So definitely something that we have to, we cannot be missing out in case price does break that 10.5k. But we are not getting there. Yeah, Cedric. Some people would say that this is a ascending triangle, but I don't look at it as an ascending triangle, because as you can see here, we did have higher highs. So for me, this is like more like a rising wedge rather than a ascending triangle. Because if it would be an ascending, if it would be an ascending triangle, then the upside is a lot higher than what you would be thinking, right? So it's possible. I mean, I would say it's possible. It's if it's an ascending triangle, then it's definitely possible to go to like 11.5k or something like that. But in my opinion, it's not, mainly because of the volume signature. I don't think that it is a ascending triangle just for that purpose. But it could be. But in my opinion, it's more like a rising wedge rather than anything else. So like I said, we're just gonna take it step by step, day by day. You know, relax, take it easy, but it's going to be fast and furious because the historical volatility percentile is really, really, really low. Like I said to you guys, let's take a quick look at the historical volatility percentile. Ta-da! It is currently at 3. 3. So yeah, in the next in the next 12 hours, most likely it will start to flash red. And then, you know what happens, right? And the next, so yeah, I do expect us to have fireworks tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow, maybe the day after, you know, it could be delayed for one day as well. It could be Friday, but I have a feeling it's gonna be tomorrow. Okay, but let's see. You know, we like I said, we can't predict that as well. Abdullah, yeah, ETH is going to do the same thing as Bitcoin. It's going to follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, then ETH is going to go up as well. Yeah. I think the reason why we need this Starbucks is because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very long night for me. Like I said, whenever the HVP is giving me an opportunity, and definitely when it comes to like a 12-hour chart, and we kind of know that it's going to be like $1,000 move or something like that. The opportunity is too big for me to pass up, right? I cannot, for example, I can just trade that one trade for the whole month and I'll be good, you know. So because the opportunity, the movement is so big, so there's so much volatility. So yeah, I do trade ETH sometimes as well, Nikolai. But the thing is, I'm not trading ETH right now because of the amount of Bitcoin movement that is, you know, it's just too good right now, and I just want to be focused on Bitcoin. And when it comes to cryptocurrency, I just want to be focused on Bitcoin right now because, yeah, the move is very, very big. But if you want to know ETH, I just want to show this historical volatility percentile is flashing red on the daily, on ETH. So you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's yeah, something big is going to happen with ETH. Also, most likely tomorrow, something like that, right? So, like I said, it's just going to be following Bitcoin. So, whatever Bitcoin is going to do is most likely what ETH is going to be doing as well. Yeah, Abdullah. I'm not saying that it's a good time to buy. It kind of depends on what time frame or what type of investor you are. So I cannot give you any advice on that. Because I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not this is not financial advice. So it all depends on what you want to do with your Bitcoin. If you are going to be holding it for a long time, it doesn't really matter what price you are buying it. For example, if you're buying it now at 10,000 and you expect Bitcoin to be going up to like 100,000, it doesn't matter if you bought it at 10,000 or at 7,000 or at 6,000, right? I mean, who cares, right? So if that is your perspective or your opinion, then fine, you can buy now. But if you're a day trader like me, buying now at 9.7 or buying at 7,000, I mean, that's a huge that makes a huge difference for my position. Of course, I'll be stop loss out of control if I would be buying right now and I expect price to, I mean, if price goes to like 7,000 or something like that. I hope you understand the difference, right? Yeah, I can explain how the HVP works. So the HVP is historical volatility percentile. It matches the previous price, the old price, with what happened during the past and now, and what it measures is actually the volatility, right? So you have to understand the volatility price always works like this, right? There's always a time that the price always expands and basically people are either accumulating or nothing like not a lot happens, right? So the HVP is going to be expanding, right? And but there's also times that some big action is happening. So what are we looking for is the following pattern is when we have a big expansion, right? So this is the perfect example, right? Remember on the 15th of April, let's take a look at the price on the 15th of April. Boom, boom, boom. So on the 15th of April here, here. On the 15th of April, the price was 6,600, and historical volatility percentile flashed, right? And we had this whole construction here that was being contracted, right? So this is contraction, and nothing much happened during that all that contraction price. See, the price just basically went sideways mainly, right? And then at one point it expands, right? It's like an eruption, right? So something that is getting pressured at one point is going to be boom, exploding, right? And then that's what happened. The price was contracting. We get a signal that it's going to be exploding soon. And then what happened after the 15th of April, you can see here, after the 15th of April, price basically skyrocketed for a huge move up. It went from 15th of April, what was it? The price was 6,000 something to 10,000. So like a 4,000, close to a $4,000 move. Okay, so very similar action here, but the contraction phase was a lot smaller, as you can see here. We contracted, but for a smaller period, and until the 28th of April, right? Let's take a look at 28th of April. 28th of April was here. As you can see here, 28th of April, price was 7.7K, and then of course it exploded and it went up to on the 30th of April it was 9,700. So close to a $2,000 move, right? $2,000 move, not too bad, right? So we have exactly the same thing right now ongoing. Price went very sideways and was grinding, right? If you're looking at since what's that, the 12th of May, 12th of May, this is 12th of May here. Price went mainly it went up, but it went mainly sideways for a pretty long period, right? So yeah, we have exactly the same thing. Price contraction, and then at one point it is going to be boom, like that. Very similar pattern, but the longer the contraction, obviously the more pressure there was on the price, the longer the bigger the expansion. So what am I expecting here, since that it's only from the 12th of May to like 21st of May or something like that. That's like a 2 weeks period. So I'm expecting like maybe like $1,000 move or something like that. So that's the reason why I'm still thinking that we are most likely going towards, you know, the 10K area or something like that, if we are bullish. And well, in my opinion, because the HVP doesn't tell you the direction, right? It's non-directional. It only will tell you that there will be a big movement in the price. It will not tell you the movement to which direction. So what I'm doing is basically using other indicators to be forming a pattern where we can basically analyze what the probabilities is, what the higher probability is that the price is either going to go up or down. But for me as a trader, that's why it's so important, once again, to put yourself in a master plan where you are covered on both ends. So if you kind of know that the price is going to move for like $1,000, but you don't know which direction, right? You still have to have a plan to make sure that you make money from it, right? So if you've seen some of my previous positions or previous explanations, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, right? A lot of people are they just want to know, okay, I want the price. Can you just tell me price is gonna go up $200, or what are you saying? You know, that's oh shit. While we are talking, HVP just flashed to 1 and it gave a yellow color. So just saying, just saying. So we might see a move maybe during this live stream. You know, who knows? But yeah, a big move is coming. Big move is coming. So yeah, where was I with my explanation? So yeah, that's a little bit my explanation about the HVP. It doesn't tell you the direction, up or down, but it will tell you that there is a contraction and a big move coming. Okay, a big move. So what can you be expecting? A lot of volatility. Okay, a lot of volatility is coming, and then what we are doing is finding and determining risk management through risk management positions where we are going to be profiting in both direction. So that's the whole concept of trading, and that's a lot of that's a concept that a lot of people don't understand. And I know it's hard to kind of comprehend. The meaning of not understanding that we are going to go up or going to go down, but understanding the concept that we should be able to profit either way, and that's, you know, what a trader, what you want to accomplish as a trader. Okay, so yeah, Monko, we're gonna go to the moon either way. Maybe not today, maybe not this year, but if it's not this year, then it's next year or something like that, right? So if you are a believer of the technology, things will work out eventually. So you don't be too negative. For now, I mean, everything is pointing out that Bitcoin is becoming more and more popular, like gold. So you know, things are good, man. Things are good. Tina, am I using the Ichimoku? Yes, I do use the Ichimoku, but for trading perspective, I don't think Ichimoku is that great as a trader, for a trader, but I do believe that Ichimoku is something that's really convenient to be seeing at where the current situation of the price is, right? Where the current situation of the price is. Lewis, I cannot recommend you anything like that. You'll have to be finding that yourself. The only thing that I can recommend you guys is, if you are looking for a channel or something like that, make sure that it's not full of advertising or people trying to get your money or selling programs or selling signals or something like that. Those are usually useless. So yeah, I wouldn't be looking into that. Dennis, right now I am personally in a long. That's what I. If you rewind back to the beginning, then you'll know what I am right now. Hi Dennis. Yes. Once again, to be clear, I am currently in a long. That is what my position is at right now. Hi Jeff, what program is this? I don't know. This is just my my ranting on a daily basis. I don't know what you're asking for, but yes, this is what I just do for fun on a daily basis, mainly for myself. But apparently there's a lot of people who are interested in this stuff, and then it's sort of like blew up, and sort of like a lot of people started coming and watching me on a daily basis. That's it. That's basically it in short. The platform that I'm using for TA is TradingView, tradingview.com. I think that is the platform that everybody uses in who is trading. Does anybody use any other platform? I don't think so, right? Anyways, so yeah, What am I expecting is some sort of like this, right? So A, B, C, D, and then E, and then we'll most likely be spiking up towards this zone here. That's what I am expecting. Will it come true? Will it happen? Yes or no? Who cares? Who knows? But that's what I am what I'm thinking right now. Let's see if we can hit this box, green box first, you know, go back into our green box near the 10K. That will give me more confidence that we can break up higher. That's what I'm hoping for. But right now, like I said, I don't know how you can be bearish. Things are looking very, very bullish right now. I don't know how you can be bearish, but it always can happen, right? It always can happen. Like I said, stop losses or any other positions is very clear for me. If we do not hold this trend line here, this is going to be looking very bad. So if we break down here into this green box, then it's over, right? We will be closing our long. If we break down and close candles below this green line, we will be entering a short and hopefully make some money on the way down here towards this green box here. But like I said, probabilities is for me still on the upside and most likely more towards this green box up here rather than this green box down here. Okay, let's go to expected moves, right? Now that we have a 12-hour chart. So expected moves chart is telling us the first standard deviations on the top side is 9,913 and the one on the bottom, the first standard deviation on the bottom side is 9,564. So what does that mean in terms of my expectations? Well, it basically is in the range that I am expecting it, right? So if we are looking at our chart, 9.9 or 9.5, 9.560, sorry, 9.9 here, 9.550 is more like this here. It would be actually going below my towards my my bottom area, my bottom box or something like that, right? Yes, gold is that's why I was so happy that I was able to enter my gold position, right? See, look at this, guys. I managed to enter the position here at my green. If you were following me, I don't know, a couple of days ago, if you were following me, and I said, yeah, I'm waiting for it to pull back to this green support line here, and whoop, this is going toward 1800. You know, this I already put my red boxes here. This is where I'm going to take some profits. You know, that's where I'm expecting price is gonna go for gold, something 1800 plus. So yeah, let's see if we get there. Hopefully. I'll put this green box here, but yeah, pretty bullish. So if I lose money on crypto, at least I still have my gold, right, guys? So there's no need to worry. Calm down. The dang oracle is not broke just yet. But yeah, if we get there, then I will start to put a ton of advertisers and ads on my channel, and then hope that everybody is going to be donating some money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look at the S&P, because S&P has been very, very interesting, to be honest. So we kind of have the this triple top right now, but it looks like it doesn't want to stop. It looks like it doesn't want to stop. So yeah, I'm very interested to see where we're gonna go in like when the New York Stock Exchange is gonna open in like an hour and a half, 9:30 p.m. for me. Let's see where this S&P is gonna go, but it looks very bullish. It's so crazy, right? In this world where there's a lockdown, there's like so many people unemployed, but yeah, everybody is putting their money into stocks. So apparently that's the way to go. That's where to go. Okay, thank you Adrian, Jeff, and Boone to be following, and welcome to the channel. Dennis, Altea, Doyle, Asam, Wayne, Nam, Mandy, Mark, Adnan, Zinpu, Maricel, Nino, Mohammed. Yes, a lot of people are coming in and joining in apparently. Yes, triple top. I have no idea what BitMEX is doing, but I'm always like the kind of person is like, you know, as long as somebody is not proven guilty, who knows? Ah, Henry, of course now you are here. Of course now you are here. Yes, you're not too late, Henry. You're not too late, really. You're not too late. You've just missed everything, but you're not too late. Hi, Jenna. Of course, you can. People can help you in trading. You just have to. Educate yourself and train harder. Train really hard, and then you'll become better in trading. Hopefully. Okay. So yeah, what am I expecting? So expected move charts is showing us basically not that much information, right? But the only thing that you can clearly see is this, right? So you can see that the expected move chart is narrowing down, and that usually means that contraction, and it means that usually something, you know, big is going to happen. So on the expected move charts, we can a little bit see the same thing that the historical volatility percentile is showing us as well. So yeah, I don't think we'll be able to sleep tonight, at least for me, right? Sadly enough. Okay, let's take a look at the RSI, what the RSI is saying. RSI is currently, as you can see, still above the EMA, which is obviously bullish. Let's take a look at the Stokes. The 12-hour Stokes is actually curling, starting to curl down. That's obviously not good. So let's take a look at the daily. On the daily RSI, daily Stokes. Daily Stokes are starting to curl back down as well. So momentum is actually going on the upside, as you can see on the daily. It's starting to curl up, so that's positive. CCI is also still positive. Let's take a look at the RSI. That's the most important thing. RSI on the daily is actually curling down, so we are waiting for price to be going up above 9,773. So yeah, that's hopefully what we will see. No, Jenna, I'm not going to answer all your messages because you are spamming. Please act appropriately. Like I said, the only thing that you are getting from me, once again, the only thing that you will be getting from me is this. So you can follow the channel, you can enjoy yourself here, you can chat and ask around here, and I will try to be as helpful as possible, and as well as the whole community here. Well, I'm talking about the community, but to be honest, there's only like 10 guys, okay? So let's be honest here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's only 10 friendly people here who will try to answer your questions, okay? But please do not spam the chat, and do not spam me in my PM box as well. I will not answer your questions, and if they are beginners question, I will definitely not answer them. So not to be rude or not to act inappropriately, but like I said, this is just for this is what you get, right? This is what you're getting. So if you're learning from it, if you are being educated from it, or it is helpful to you, that is amazing. If it's not helpful to you, or you think this is bullshit or stupid, that is also amazing for you. Life is good. The only thing that I have to tell you is be positive. Be positive, guys. Be positive. Okay. Life is good. Life is good. Be happy. Be joyful, and feel blessed, because yeah. There's a lot of people who have it way worse than people like us right now, who are just watching some Bitcoin charts. If you are just enjoying and watching Bitcoin charts like me, then your life is not that bad. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at what we are going. Let's take a look at the indicators on the 4-hour chart. As you can see here, 4-hour chart is still the Stokes are still bullish, are still going up. The only thing that is a little bit it's still, as the CCI is a little bit down, but it's not that much down. Okay, this one is still up. let's take a look at the RSI, if it's still above the EMA. RSI is still below the EMA. So we are waiting for the price to be going up 9,739. If it goes above that, then price is going back up once again. No, Lewis, there's actually there are people who asked me where I can send a donation as well. Please keep your money. I don't want your money, so I'm doing well myself personally, so it's okay. The only thing that I'm okay, I'll be very real and very direct with you guys, right? I'm very blessed. I don't need your money. I don't that's the reason why I do this. I'm telling you very seriously. I'm doing this just for myself because I enjoy hanging out with people, and I enjoy helping out people, and I enjoy doing what I'm interested in. But I don't need your money. If you have money and if you want to support me, there's only one thing you can do. The only thing you can do is just enjoy spending time here, be interactive, help people out, help people out that are in need of help, and find other people who are interested in this type of stuff that are cool, and join in. That's it. That's all I want, right? If you like, share, and tell people to join in and hang out here. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want you to, there are people who are asking me like for the donations. You're not gonna get donations. You're not gonna get a program. You're not gonna get advertisements. You're not gonna get anything like that at all. Okay, and I'm very blessed, right? I'm very blessed. I've done really well. So we're cool. Okay, like no need for anything else. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's see what the price movement is gonna go. That's more interesting than this. And yeah, I mean, Shamir, a lot of people don't understand where I'm coming from. Like I said, I was born in a very small village that maybe had like 100 people in Vietnam. Very small town. I literally had nothing. My family was a fisherman family, so they were very poor. I basically had to pull water out of the well, run to school on a daily basis. I had nothing. I had literally nothing. If you're thinking about poor people, that's me. If that's it, very poor. But then I thanks to my parents, I managed to be able to go to Belgium, where I got my education and where I studied macroeconomics, right? So I studied macroeconomics, and then I actually started working in a bank. And I was doing really well in the bank actually, but I was so bored out of my mind that at one point I told my parents, I said, I'm going to quit my job, my cozy job at the bank, and I'm going to play video games abroad in Asia. That's what I told my parents. And then my parents were very upset. If you know and understand Asian parents, then you will understand how I feel. And so my parents were very upset at me, and they were basically literally hating on me because I gave up my cushy bank job, and they were saying, why did you study all of that? Why did you study macroeconomics and all of that stuff to be playing video games for a living, or at least trying to play video games for a living? So that's what I tried to do, but it didn't work out. So yeah, I played video games, but that's a really long time ago, right? I played video games, but it didn't work out. But I've always had a very good work ethic, so I was literally playing 14 16 hours a day. But yeah, these crazy Koreans, they are just way too good. I hate them so much. I hate these Koreans so much. They're so good in video games. But then yeah, then what happened is I started I switched over after I think 8 months. I played as a professional gamer for StarCraft for around 8 months. I never really made it big or anything like that. So yeah. I played StarCraft. I don't know if you know StarCraft. It's like a real-time strategy game. It was very, very popular in the past. It was very popular in the past. So yeah. So after playing StarCraft, I moved over to online poker. So I played online poker for a living for a really long time as well. I think I would say like around 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 years I played poker online for a living, also as a job. And then after poker, I switched over to trading, and that's where we're at. Never looked back after that. But I did really, really well in playing poker, and that's how I managed to help out a lot of people in my life, my family, my parents mainly, my close family, and so on. So yeah, very, very blessed. If I would be staying in Vietnam and grow up in Vietnam, things would have not been very good for me, I think so. Like I said, if we can just spend some time watching charts, then your life is quite good. It's nothing bad at all, right? Yeah, I really like the StarCraft, and yeah, that's what I try to play. Yeah. One day I was actually thinking about one day to maybe start playing video games again, but yeah, I got so addicted. I have such this mentality, this mentality to be good, like, to put everything all in to be good at something, and that's not good. It's sometimes it's not good. Let's put it like that. Okay, how do you start trading? Well, everything that I learned is I learned from myself as well, by myself. So what did I do personally? I started reading some books. There's a lot of good technical analysis, basis, fundamentals that you should be reading. So I would start from there, reading some books. And there's nowadays it's so much easier to become a trader, because there's so many beginners trading channels that you can find on the internet, right? Before, you had like nothing, right? There was, it was so hard to find good information. But now you have, if you just type in crypto trading for beginners or something like that on YouTube or on Facebook, I'm pretty sure you'll find like a ton of channels. But like I said, it's just a matter of putting in the effort, right? You have to put in the effort, as in, finding the right channels, finding the right people, finding the right, the right things that can help you. Yeah. There's plenty of channels, guys. But yeah, sadly enough, this if you're looking for beginners help, yeah, there's some people here in the group that they will answer you, or they will help you out where they can. But yeah, sorry, I don't have, I can't waste my time too much on that. This channel is more for more advanced, let's put it like that. And trust me, if I would start talking about options, your mind would be blown, most likely, because a lot of people understand margin trading, a lot of people understand futures trading, but not many people understand options trading that much. But with options, you can even make, you can cover your risk. You can do your risk management a lot better than with just longing or shorting or whatever you're doing right now. Do I have a mentor? Yes, Daryl. I do have well, not really a mentor. So when I started out, I formed a group of people. That basically had the same interest as me. So whenever I have something in my mind or something like that, I usually bounce back and forth some ideas between them, but not anymore. I'm pretty much the leading trader right now for myself. So yeah, it's not that necessary anymore. But I've been doing this for quite a long time as well as already. Boon Wong, am I a long-term trader or a short-term trader? I'm actually both. So I have 3 portfolios. One is like for holding. For example, I bought some Bitcoin at 4,100 when we had that crash around 4,100. I'm not touching that 4,100 Bitcoin. That goes into my my long-term holding wallet. I have my long-term like swing signal portfolio where I just do the big trades, and I explained that in my previous video. I think if, for example, if price breaks up above 10.5k, then I'll just enter a long there and I'll just hold that for a long time. If it breaks below the 7.7k, then I'll be shorting that and I'll be holding that for a long time. And then there's my day trading wallet, which is what I'm doing on a daily basis, right? Doesn't mean that I'm in a position on every day, but when there's a lot of action like today, then of course I'll be joining in. I'll be jumping in on the action, right? If the HVP is flashing, then you damn know that I'm awake and I'm doing something. Let's put it like that, right? No, I cannot teach you option trading strategy. It's really complicated, and there is a way. If you want to master options, it will take you most likely six months or something like that to even scratch the possibilities of options, and that's not a joke. So yeah. What is the safer way to trade? Like I said, Louis, it all depends on what you want to do, right? What you want to achieve. If you want to be a day trader, then you have to practice and learn how to day trade. But starting off, you should go with long-term movements, right? Big movements. I would go with that rather than going into day trading immediately. So big moves only or something like that. High time frame movements. So only like weekly chart or something like that, or 3-day charts or 2-day charts or something like that. Yeah, my HVP right now. My HVP is settings is at 1 second. Let me see. My HVP is at 10,120. And actually, I should actually put it on 30. The MA would be better. The reason why I'm putting it on 30 is actually because the moving average on crypto is because we have 24/7 trading. It works better for crypto on 30 than on the stocks. On stocks, you should put it on 20 because of course the amount of working days is around 20 in a month, right? So that's the reason why I'm putting it on 30 rather than on 20. But yeah, we are flashing, and let's see. Boone, how do you advise to start learning option trading? Well, like I said, do some research, find the course. Options, for options, I would recommend finding a course because it's really complicated. Well, complicated is a big word, right? It depends on how smart you are, I guess, or how fast you learn. For me, it was very complicated. Let's put it like that. It took a while before I learned it properly, or I understood how I could manage my risk better by learning how to trade options. But yeah, do I have a crypto Lambo? No, unlike, maybe it sounds crazy, but unlike most people, I don't really care about cars, which is maybe a little bit crazy. I don't care about cars. Yeah, I'm very interested in real estate though. I'm interested in real estate, so I'm looking forward to end of this year and next year to be buying some properties. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, do we have some movement? Let's see if we have some movement. Not really. Still going sideways, but sideways is actually quite good in this case, right? So yeah, let's just take a look at the VIX. VIX is still not going up that much. So if it gets rejected again, then the S&P is gonna go up higher again. So look at this S&P. It keeps on going. Yeah. Yes. Yes, John. Many Lambos. Many Lambos. Yes, Henry. I'm planning. I just have a newborn right now, so I'm planning to move back to Europe somewhere next year when the baby is a little bit older. I don't want to, disturb him right now when he is just born. So I want him to be surrounded with family right now, and also that it also helps that I have a private nurse here. If I would be living in Europe, I think having a private nurse would be very expensive, right? So, yeah. Motion. I'm not sure if you heard Da Vinci. He's also crypto influencer and he's selling his house to buy Bitcoin. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't need to sell my house to buy Bitcoin. I can just buy Bitcoin without selling my house. But I'm willing to. Well, maybe I can give him some Bitcoin if he has a nice house that is located in Belgium. then maybe that will be okay. Hi Tina, which country would I choose for crypto taxes? Actually, my company, I do have a company. My company is based in Curacao for tax reasons or tax purposes. So that's where my revenues are getting taxed right now. Or else, if I would be living, if I would put my company in Europe or in the Asia, it would be too high of a tax risk. Disadvantage over forex? No, there's no disadvantage at all, Darby. Why would be there any disadvantage? The only thing is like it's just so much fun trading Bitcoin because it moves so fast, and forex, you need to trade with like really high leverage, or else it doesn't move as quickly, and it sort of gets boring after a while, I guess, something like that. Could you have a look into the expected move chart? Of course. Here. This is the expected move chart right now. So first standard deviation on the top is 9943 and the bottom is 9600 right now. So it's actually moving up. The bottom first standard deviation, meaning there's pressure on the downside and that it most likely it's gonna go up more, right? So that's basically what the expected move chart is saying. But I don't need the expected move chart to be telling me what I have to do because my HVP is already flashing, and like I said, we are at 9,800, so it's going up. So my expected moves chart is gonna. I'm waiting for this to break. When this breaks, most likely in the next 12 hours. So during the night tomorrow, I don't think it's gonna be longer than that. We're gonna see some big action. Actually, I mean, while we're talking right now, you see, it went up $50 already. It's like just while we're talking right now. But like I said, just have to be patient and have to be confident in what we're seeing. But to be clear, I do expect this to be going up. But well, this is going to be very interesting. If there's a lot of ifs, right? If we ever get there to the 10k plus level, and we see all that FOMO coming in. I mean, if we break 10.5k, I'll be very bullish on Bitcoin. I'll be very bullish. But yeah, I think with the bearish divergence that we are going to be forming, we're gonna have a push down. Yes, Henry. I know. That's the reason why I actually picked Curacao as well, because I can actually speak Dutch with them as well. I speak 6 languages, by the way, for people who don't know. So I also speak Dutch. Yes. I'm like that. Maybe people will be thinking like he's some crazy Asian, right? Tina, yeah, crypto in pairs is very complicated. Well, not really that complicated. Right now, when Bitcoin is going up, crypto in altcoins in crypto pairing is in BTC pairing is going to get crushed because of the Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, that's basically the reason why you should not be caring so much about altcoins. Do we see something on the 4-hour chart? Okay, that's on the 30. That's fine. Do we see something on the 4-hour chart that is of interest? No, still going up. So it will be interesting. Will be interesting if we go back up here. Yes, Robert. I speak Dutch as well. I speak Dutch, French, German, Thai, Vietnamese, and English, of course. Yeah, those are the languages that I'm able to speak. The reason why I can speak Thai as well is because I've been living in Thailand during my poker days. So I played online poker in Thailand for 4 to 5 years. Yeah. And yeah, this is what is different. The RSI went up and crossed above the EMA price as well. Yes. Let's see if the EMA on the 12-hour chart crossed up. Yeah, still up here as well. 12 hours. Let's take a look at the daily. I think the daily is still not above the EMA. Let's take a look. Oh, it's above the EMA as well. No, I don't speak I don't sorry, I don't speak Tagalog, guys. My wife does. But yeah, I don't speak Tagalog. I only know a couple of words, but nothing fluent or anything like that. But maybe after staying here for a year, then maybe I will be able to speak some more Tagalog. But yeah, the reason why I like working online, online trading, or the reason why I played online poker was the freedom, right? I was able to play poker and lived in so many different countries. I actually lived in pretty much every country that you can imagine. So yeah, I really enjoy spending time abroad and staying everywhere for a little while. So I stayed in Thailand, I stayed in China, I stayed in Hong Kong, I stayed in Macau, I stayed in Japan, I stayed in Singapore, I stayed in Taiwan. Did I miss something? Well, now I'm staying in the Philippines, of course. Yeah, I stayed pretty much everywhere a little bit in Asia. In Europe, I traveled everywhere in Europe as well, because it's so convenient to be traveling around Europe. And I stayed in the US for a while. I studied at MIT for a course, Chance and Probability at MIT. So I stayed there for like close to a year in Boston, and then I stayed in Cali in California for 6 months, I think, something like that. So yeah, I stayed in the US as well for some time. My wife, who was a flight attendant, she was based in Doha, so I went. I tried to stay in Doha in the Middle East for a while, but I really hated it. Like, yeah, I really hated the whole vibe there. Yeah, I didn't like it. Dubai as well. I don't know. Middle East is not very. Yeah, I didn't like it that much. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, you crazy HVP. Give me some big move. How old am I? Oh, yeah, that's a good question, right? Well, I'm Asian, right? So I look young, but I'm actually quite old already. I'm 39 right now, so I'll be 40 at the end of this year. But a lot of people tell me that I look very young, so I guess that's a good thing. Dum, 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 dum. So yeah, did we cover everything? I think we covered everything. It's time for me to sign off. It's been over an hour. Let's make a quick recap of what I am expecting. Well, I'm expecting us to go up towards this area here, around this 10K area once again. I am still in a long, but things can happen. So what will happen is, if price goes back into this box, I will quit my long position, and I will re-enter a short if we are closing below this green line here, and shorting it most likely to this green box here, right? So for the people who are telling me that, you know, I am just trading on whatever my gut is, or this is not true. I am not controlling the market, and I do not know. Although my channel is called The Dang Oracle, it is more like a playful name rather than a real oracle. But if you have been following me, my trades have been pretty good the past month. So what does that make me? I have no idea. Somebody who is really blessed, very lucky. Who knows? Maybe I'm very lucky. I guess that's the case. I'm very lucky. What? My gold is dropping? What are you saying? It's not that bad. It's not that bad, Cedric. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. This is just a very nice support line, support level here. So it's going to bounce up from here, and it's going to go up from here. So don't this is not that bad. So before I got interrupted by Mr. Cedric about his panic attack and his gold panic attack, what am I expecting is price to be going up towards this green box here, and I really do think that we are gonna go and make a higher high, like a small rejection, and all the way up to this green box here. And if it happens, I will be shorting this area. Because the reason why I'm going to be shorting that area is very simple. Because if we close above the 10.5k, it is most likely going to go up towards 11.5k. So before anybody is telling me why am I so crazy and I'm shorting this area, well, it's just a matter of like a perspective, right? If we, I do believe that if we hit that resistance of 10.5k once again, most likely we'll be getting rejected, at least for a small part. So yeah, it will go down most likely, at least for a little bit before anything else. Abdullah, what chart settings what chart settings do you mean? Most of the settings is manual. You have to be doing it yourself. That's the whole point of being a technical analyst, finding out positions and spots where you can, you know, find your edge, right? Okay, so big move coming, either this 10k or this breaking down 9.5k, something like that. First warning shot, warning of the top. But yeah, a lot of people will be hating me for it because they were saying, but what are you saying? It can go to 10k or it can go to 9.5k. I hate you. Yes, I'm sorry guys, sorry, very sorry, but that's the reality. But as a trader, like I said, we must have a plan, and our plan is to make money if it goes up or if it goes down. And that's the concept that you have to be understanding. And if you don't understand that concept, you should not become a trader. You should be either becoming a moon boy or a doom boy. One of the two. And yeah, sorry if I offended you if you were a moon boy, or I offended you if you were a doom boy. But yeah, it's not going, guys, it's not going to go to 20k immediately, and it's not going to go to 0 immediately as well. It could happen, one of the two could happen, but it's not going to happen immediately. So while something like that happens, why not have some fun, make some money, buy some diapers, and advance yourself in some knowledge. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with some good news, that we have broken or have gone to 10k or even higher. But I hope you know what my plan is, or what I'm planning to do. It's right there. I've gone through every scenario that I could think of. But right now I am short-term bullish. I am short-term bullish. If that is not clear yet, if that's not clear, then I don't know how to make it more clear for you guys. As long as we are holding the EMA 21, the yellow line, you cannot be bearish. You just cannot be bearish. Okay, guys? That's from a technical perspective. Hi, Louis. I am always here 7:30 p.m. UTC plus 8. So I have no idea what time zone you're watching at, but every day 7:30 p.m. UTC plus 8. How do I create the green boxes? Well, here's how you create a green box. You click on rectangle and then you create a green box. See, that's how you create magical green boxes. But that's a wrong green box, so I'll have to delete it. But that's how you create a green box. Anyways, I'm looking like this as like a sort of like a rising wedge, although I do believe that we might wake up here and create some FOMO, and craziness will ensue, and people will be like, oh my god, we're going to the moon. Yes, but then the bears are going to step in and dump this shit down. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm thinking. But let's see. Like I said, we do not control the market. The market's going to tell you what it wants to do, and we'll look at the price action and we'll set up our positions appropriately, right? That's it. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day with just HVP. I don't think I'll be able to sleep. I think I'll be most likely will have to pull another all-nighter. So yeah, sad life, the sad life. I'll be having to watch this chart for the upcoming 12 hours most likely. Tough life as a trader. Anyways, please, until tomorrow, see you guys again. Please like, share, bring people in, join in, communicate. Don't spam me, please. Don't spam me, right? But yeah, wish you all the best, And it was once again a super pleasure to be spending some time with all of you. Hope you will have an amazing trading day, night, morning, wherever you are. And until tomorrow.